Hi everyone, Lensman Oz here. Welcome to episode 16 of my Modular Mayhem Let's Play series. And you can see I've just loaded into the world and things are trying to load in here. Done a little bit in between episodes. I've got the AE terminal over here. You can see the cable underneath there. So this is the main terminal. You can see you've got everything from the barrels, or everything from the drawers I should say, showing up in here. So this will show you everything that you can get. So these are from the compacting drawers. So it's still the same. Oh, that was the tin one. Still the same drawer full, but if it's 149 blocks, or however much that is in ingots, so 9 times 149 plus 8, and then however many that is in nuggets. So it'll show you all three of them as items. So if I type in tin, there's 12,000 there. 1,300 ingots or 149 blocks, and then we've still got 3,000 dust there as well. So it'll show you all of what these things have. Just as a little, it's not really a bug or anything. It's just a bit of a feature, I'll call it. You can see there's a lot of junk happening in here now. I do want to get to sorting out the junk, but I mean we're still working with all the excess cobble going over here and being compressed. Still haven't got a sextuple compressed one there yet, so I can't set this barrel up yet, but almost. But yeah, so terminals here, cable runs underneath the ground. How are we going with this here? Still got a fair few in there, and we've got 381 in here. We're doing alright. Definitely doing alright in regards to the fuel cells. I don't believe there's any other use for uranium. I have emptied out the barrel that it was in, and lapis now goes into there instead. And yeah, added just a couple more drawers at the top here, which obviously have some junk in them. Just from me dumping stuff into the AE system. But other than that, not a lot has changed. I've got a second terminal here. Oh, well, technically that one over there is the second terminal, but there's now a terminal at each spot. I've moved my presses over. I will probably make a bunch of these. Probably the standard 5, but we'll make them in another episode or in between maybe. I've gotten the gas mix compressor running. Oop, there we go, and there you go. 3-axis tip for me. Push the number pad 3 to show the recipe. So, yep, definitely works. Yeah, so gas mix compressor required 2 of these advanced pressure valves, which is 8 enderium each. So it was fairly expensive, but it now uses a lot less fuel. I'm not exactly sure how much. It uses a lot less fuel per tick. We're also into the light oil now. We're now using the heavy oil's drained off, and we're now using light. You can see I've still got tons of light oil in here. So it obviously produces a lot more light oil than heavy and gas. So once this level goes down a bit, tank's full out there, but I don't think the other 2 are. So that one's almost full. And as for the one in the middle, it's still got a little bit, just sort of see it through there. I haven't dug out down here yet, but this is something that's pretty nifty. This is from Immersive Integration. Now, that's basically an add-on for Immersive Engineering, and it adds a few different bits and pieces. So let's show you where is it here? Immersive Integration. So it adds that's where these inductive charges I had upstairs were from. But this adds the ability to run AE cables, so Fluix wire. So this is standard and this is dense, so 8 channels, 32 channels. Also has redstone wire, but gives you the ability to run it the same way you run the power cables from Immersive Engineering. So you've got the power cables here, This one can run AE. The only thing you've got to do is you've got to make this transformer. And the transformer, it's fairly straightforward. Using one of a wire connector here, so that's some sky stone, some flux dust, and the cable, glass cable, and then this flux wire core, which is, a bunch of flux and cable, and so it's a little expensive in that you need 2 of these, but I just thought I'd set it up for fun. It only seems that the cable can connect at this point at the back, at the bottom, and then you put this on top. When you're attaching the cable though, you don't, with these you right click on the connector, but with this unit you just actually right click on the block. It doesn't seem to take it. You can see there's no bounding box on that part up there. It's only around the big thing, the actual item. So you can see I've just run the cable just along here. I just wanted to try it out pretty much. But obviously it gives you the ability to run strings of, up to 16. It's the same distances as your ME cable, but I'm not sure whether it works out better, resource-wise or not. But I just thought, yeah, give it a go. But so that's how that one over there is connected. I'll need to start looking into channels eventually. I don't want to waste too many channels. One of my next moves actually is to remove this line coming from here with the dusts. I may just run a cable with a bus from here and put it on that chest. But the only other thing I've done is I've got this basic little flux charger here. So you put your uncharged flux in one side, and this will just pull it out through a translocator into the charger. And then this one is just set to only remove charged Certus, and that will pull that out and drop it into this chest. It was just a basic way of getting stuff charged without having to stand here and place them in one at a time. So one of my plans for the future is to set up a lot of the automation for AE under the floor down here. So I'll dig it out and get it all set up underneath. But what I wanted to do today is first have a snack, and then I want to get some better armor. As much as this titanium helmet, this titanium armor itself is pretty good, it's got a fairly high durability, and its armor is alright. I want to get into what is it? Modular armor? Modular Powersuits. I want to do Modular Powersuits because why not? So the first thing we need for that is one of these. That requires a machine frame, which requires a tin gear. And the fact that I've got AE is going to make it so much easier. Machine frame, one of these. And an emerald or whatever that other thing was. So that's the table. Now we're going to need to make each piece of the armor, and they require these wirings. So you get 8 per craft. So I've got plenty of it, so I might just grab 2 stacks. We'll start with that and see how we go. So helmet, armor, and this is just some Invar as well as the wiring pieces. And the boots. And I might make the power fist as well. I'm not sure whether I'll use it, but it may come in handy, so we'll see what we can do. So first things first, we'll plop down our table somewhere. Now this area is getting rather full. We'll just drop him here. Right. So first things first, you need to get some power stored in these. So I might put it in the chest plate. So we've got basic battery, advanced battery, elite battery, and a thermal generator, kinetic generator, solar generator, So we need, for an elite battery, we need a HV capacitor. Let's have a look. That requires redstone, a full redstone energy cell. So I'm going to need some hardened glass. I'm going to need some electrum. Don't think I've got any of that. So I'm going to need lead and some obsidian. I need to crush the obsidian up. Let's just put that much in for now. Some coal in there from, I was making some of the universal reactant for the reaction generator over there earlier. So we'll get some of this, I think, take that out of there. Some lead. And I'll forget the ratio again. 4:1. Yep. So I'll let those continue on for the moment. We'll get this little thing. And then to fill it, it's what? Oops. Back. How much does it require? 4,000. So what's that? 40? Okay. So put the 40 in here. This in. Yeah. Take my blaze powder out. Right. And I'll throw some more in here because we'll probably need some more. I may end up making 2 batteries. I'm not sure yet. The idea is there's a bunch of stuff that I wanna put on there. Especially with the legs, I want things like uphill step assist. That'll be cool. Let's see. Shock absorber. Sprint assist could be good. What does this need? 2 servo motors. What else do we need? So there's tons of stuff on here that we gonna come in handy. I will put some. Not sure whether we do energy shields. Depends what's required for each of these things. But done, that's done. Awesome. Let's see. No, I'll leave that for a moment. I need some of these wirings. So this is a HV capacitor. So I might put it in the chest plate. Right. So that gives it the ability to store power. Now, this all comes down to weight. You don't want to go over too high over weight. I'm not sure what the weight needs to be, but let's just set it to that for now. I don't know whether that's going to make a difference for us. Right, so we've now got the ability to store power. What else do we need? Okay. Cooling systems. Liquid nitrogen. Okay. However that works. How do you make liquid nitrogen? Perhaps I can't yet. Anyway, okay, so what are we looking at? We're going to have to get some armor. We could do diamond plating or energy shields. Let's see here. Wow, they're expensive. And that's a lot of diamonds. What was that other thing? It required a couple of servos. Okay, these look easy. 1, 2. I know I need a couple of these. Might have to make a bunch more invar yet. Okay, so that's 2 servos. Should allow us uphill step assist. So there's a bunch of stuff that I want to do. Shock absorber. So it requires wool and 2 more of those servo motors. Jump assist is 4 of them. Sprint assist is 4 of them. We've got jetpack, glider, parachute. So there's a bunch of stuff I want to put on. But if I sit here and put all these on, you're going to get quite bored, I think. So let's just take this armor off. This armor on. And it's already charged, it seems. Let's pull it out of my tool charger. So while I'm in the vicinity of this will be charging, and it'll probably be charging my suit at the same time. If I step on here, that's charging my suit too. So at the moment, nothing much. I haven't installed much on here. I've got no armor, but I've got uphill step assist, so I can now walk up without having to jump. So that's cool. So again, I'm going to put a bunch of modules on this suit, and I think I want to put another one of these, another battery in it. So I'm going to make another one of these and grab another 40 redstone. I'll make a second one. While we make that second one, we will make... I'll just have to go with diamond plating, I think. These force field emitters are a little bit expensive. Tesseract frames each. And 4 of these solenoids. And Enderium to make Tesseract frames. So it's fairly expensive. I've got a little bit of Enderium here, and that if I get some... What have I got? Is it in here? Pyrathium. I can set that in motion. Right, that's the other energy cell. One of them. I'm going to put it in the legs maybe. Just to give us a little bit more. A little bit more power. Right, so jump assist 4 servos, sprint assist 4. So let's make some servos. I need 8, so I need 16 of these. I can make 13. Okay. No, look. It's 8 of them. So we can speed up our walking. I don't really need the sprint speed. Let's see. So it's high enough to hurt me now. No, this one. That's a lot faster walking now. Not sure what power draw is, but oh wow. Oh no, that's still filling up from this. Let's go and charge everything. Maybe that's too fast, especially on the concrete. I will need to adjust that there a little, I think, because it's far too fast. We'll drop it down a bit. So maybe we just make it plus 50% speed. And then I'll need to work out some sort of feather fall. Otherwise I'm going to get hurt every time I jump. Hello. Woo! Way too fast. Where are we? We'll just make it plus 50%. So what do I need in here? Shock absorber, 2 servos, 2 wool. I think we can do that. 2 more of these. So I needed 1 more of them. Made an extra one before. 4 of them. 2 of them. Some wool. 2 wool. Right. 10 joules a minute. Minute? Is it? We'll see how that goes. So that should give us some protection from fall damage. So all that's left is to do things like jetpack and artificial muscles. How do you make them? I can't. For use in a tinker table. Well, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if these should have a recipe. I'm a little bit confused as why some stuff in here doesn't. Yeah, seems a little strange. Spendarium. Not that. We can probably make. What are we gonna make? I was gonna make. I need 2 of them, don't I? Yeah. So let's get in there. Fill them. And 1. Toggle it over so we can pump it in. 2. Take that out, switch back, and fill them up. Right. So now we're getting somewhere. Just dump this in our chest for the moment. Obsidian back. Right. And then I might just make advanced plating for the other 3 pieces. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping I've got enough diamonds. 1, 2. Yep. Cool. So maybe on the head. I don't know. Legs. Feet. Just go halfway somewhere. Still showing green, and I don't know if it goes to red if you get too heavy or. only gives us, gee, not much at all, is it? What happens if I do this? Let's scare ourselves. 24 kilos. Now, E2, what else did I need for this? 8 of these. Uses a lot of Invar. Sure actually how much Invar I have in here. Let's have a look. I still got tons. Ender pearls I might be a little bit low on. We'll see. And here I will put that. So what I might be able to do is bring these ones back down a little. That one on 4, still maxed. That to 4. We're just under, so I don't know. I may end up making more of them. I keep saying, oh, I might end up doing this, but you know what? Some of these things are required. Compass, clock, flight control. I'll need flight control when I put a jetpack on. Auto feeder. Water electrolyzer is pretty cool. Just needs an LV capacitor. What are they worth? Fairly cheap, I guess. One of them. Okay. Magnet. So we will need to do a cooling system of some description. What does that require? Control circuit and 4 eyes of Ender. Nope. That one. What do I need? Green dye. Back to screen. Here's some I prepared earlier. Control circuit, and it was something else, wasn't it? Four eyes of Ender, that's right. Oh wow, I used all my Ender pearls. Hopefully I've got 4 out here. Ow. Oh, look at that. I had 4. Perfect. And some blaze powder. Right. And that should be enough. And this will just help cool things down, because some of these electrical things do generate heat. The last thing I want to do is burn up. So at the moment, I think that's about all I'm going to put on there. This is cool because you can have lots of different additions. So 3 iron and a solenoid. 3 iron and a solenoid. Wow, pretty cool leaf blower. Oh, cool. Wireless terminal for applied analgesics. Been a while. It's definitely been a while since I used this mod, and they've done some great stuff to add in some of these bits and pieces. So yeah, Dimensional tear generator. Okay. So I'll put some of these things in the glove at a later time, probably in between. That way we can mine with it and we can do some of those other bits and pieces. So I've kind of rambled on making this suit today, and I haven't done. Oh gee, I just haven't done as much as I wanted to do. But let's have a look here quickly. What was I going to do? I was looking at, not that one, super multi drills. I was just thinking I might throw together one of these. Hopefully doesn't take too much to do. Drill chassis. I guess we need a drill head. Mithril, brass. What do we got here? Orgonite. Onyx. 10, 8, 8, 7. There's something. Topaz is. Heliodor is 12. Garnet. Signalum's 13. Enderium's 23. I think it's got to be Enderium, but I probably don't have enough now that I made it into. Oh, I do. Ooh. Take an Enderium drill head. Some sort of battery. Probably make the extreme one. Let's see. Small, medium, large. Ultimate. Yes. And then these motors, which I'm not going to have the Enderium for to make the gear. No, I have one. So, I'm not sure if you can pull them apart again once you've made them. Interesting to know. Drills can be upgraded by crafting them with new parts. Ah, that's cool. So for a moment, let's just make this one here the mid-level one. Need 2 more of these. And we'll just make this performance motor. Now I think it's just a case of... Yes, I don't think it... Yeah, it's not shaped, it's just put them in a crafting grid. So this will be able to hold 1 million RF. And it's mining speed of 23, a harvest level of 3. And it will take 186 RF per block hardness. Okay. And then I might end up doing this area miner. What's that going to cost? Ooh, I can make TNT. Two more of these. Craft with a drill to apply. Nice. And then you can do fortune and efficiency. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, efficiency 3. I'm gonna go and charge it now. See what we can do with this little doobie. Let's jump on here. See how quickly he charges. Sorry about that. So it's going to be a slightly longer episode. I just want to get this drill made and then In between, I'm going to add some more stuff to my armor, and I'll probably work towards getting this enthusiast motor, and we'll see how well we can, how good we can make a couple of these drills going. Ender drill. I guess these are ones you find in chests, maybe. Alright, so I've got a bit of charge in there. I've got 400,000 RF. This is probably getting a... I don't know, still got tons. It's still making it quicker than I can dump it into here. So I'll put it on there. I don't know if that's any quicker. This is charging at the same time. Well, it's pretty quick to fill up. Alright, so let's go downstairs here. And okay. That was a bit weird. Kind of like it didn't want to do anything then. That's fairly quick. And it's just using power. It's not using it's not really any like durability. I don't have to use more gems to do it. That's pretty cool. Ah, very nice. Alright, so that'll make cleaning out down here a heck of a lot easier. Awesome. So, alright, I'm going to call this the end of the episode. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up and mining in between episodes, just to make this room a bit nicer and be able to start bringing our automation machines in here, I guess. And yeah, I'll come back in the next one. I'm not sure what I'll do in the next episode yet. Whatever that was. We'll work on something. Yeah, as I said, not really sure. Maybe the automation setup, trying to get things right, and starting to. Okay, that's probably far enough. Starting to work towards, I don't know, the ultimate in automation, I guess. I really do like to automate everything I can. I don't like to do anything manual, so we'll need to get AE automation down here, and a few other bits and pieces. Alright, so I'll call this the end. If you like the episode, please give it a like. Comments, by all means, I say it every time, chuck them in the comments box. Let me know. I definitely get a few good tips. The tip to make the tool charger from Triax, that was great, as well as the numlock, or the number 3 recipe, NEI recipe thing. That okay, there's no recipe for that apparently. That's excellent as well. That comes in very handy. Being able to just look at something and push the number pad 3. Okie dokie. With that, I'll catch us all in the next episode. See you later.